algorithm didn't pick up the stream, but hopefully it'll pick it up this time. Let's go. Let's go. We need that lake record cat, and we need that lake record bass. Today it's all about the cat, I think. So far they're not biting, but we'll see what happens. We need to we need to do something here because it's been over a week since I've been able to fish. So hopefully something happens. We should uh, we should get something today. The lake record cat here is only 12 and a half pounds, so it shouldn't be that hard to get something bigger than that. But you never know. You never know. The way the weather's been, these fish have been shut down all week. Um, it's been raining for 5 solid days. It's been extremely windy for 5 solid days. So we'll see what happens here. But today's the first nice day in a week. So hopefully that brings some fish out. We'll see what happens. We're in a little spot that we don't normally fish from shore. We usually fish this area from the boat. But until I get off my ass and fix that shifter linkage on the boat's grounded. I got the parts. I just gotta. Hey, Jason, welcome in. I got the parts for the boat. I just gotta get off my ass and put them on. It's gonna be kind of a pain in the butt because the what I'm gonna have to do is tape the new shift cable to the old shift cable and pull it through the gunwale that way because it's a chore to fish it all the way through. Hey, Rod, welcome in. Good to see you. You guys, did you guys get hammered this week with that storm? I don't know if it hit you guys or not yet, but we had a storm blow through here that freaking killed us. My back fence blew over, so I got to deal with that on Monday. The neighbor whose fence it actually is, um, he lives in Texas, but he's got a buddy that's going to come up Monday and fix it. They used all freaking pressure treated lumber for the entire fence and did not put concrete on the freaking 4x4 posts. So they just dug a hole in the sand and put the posts in and packed sand back around it. So the wind was enough that it blew the posts over. So I told him, I said, hey, I sent him a text message and sent him a couple pictures of the fence and was like, hey, I'm jumping the fence to go into your side of the yard. And just wanted to give you a heads up, because, you know, neighborly thing to do, right? Let the neighbors know you're going to be on their property and fixing their fence. But he's like, yeah, don't buy any materials. He's like, I built the fence. It's my fault for not putting concrete. So I'll have somebody come up Monday and do it. So I told him, let his buddy know that, hey, Zyra, let his buddy know when he gets there to knock on my door and I'll help him out. So we'll see. Got a bunch of snow dumped on you as well. Yeah, that sucks. Hey, Rania, welcome in. So, how's the water? Freezing. It's cold. Um, it's coming up though a little bit, which is good. I had 2 inches of rain at my house, so all there's two little creeks that feed this lake, and one of them you have to drive over. Um, there's a little bridge over it to get to the lake here. It actually feeds in. It's going to be hard to see, but it feeds in way down there, way down there. I don't know if you guys can see it. If I zoom in anymore, it's hard to see with the brush, but way back there, like right behind that brush, there's some green flats back there. That creek feeds in just to the left side of all that stuff. So when I drove past it or drove over it on the little bridge, it was flowing pretty good. So we should have um, some water filling this lake up with the rain what we got. Plus, we got like 4 inches of snow in the mountains, and that'll all melt in the next few days and feed into that creek, and hopefully this lake comes back up, at least a few feet. So, all right. Hey, Paul's here. Ronio's here. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So we've had a brutal cold week. Couple inches of rain, crazy winds. We had winds up over 90 miles an hour at my house, um, which means that through this lake it was probably blowing even more than that. So hopefully, hopefully today being the first day that it's actually not raining, not blowing gale force winds, the fish will kind of want to come out and get some to eat. But so far, it doesn't seem that way. You guys keep getting missed by the. Hey, that's all good though. I'd rather get missed by it than get slammed by it like we did. I mean, we need it here. You can see how low the lake is, but hopefully, hopefully it pulls up a little bit. There's a freaking picnic table in the water over here. I don't know what the deal is with that, but you know, you'd think they would have moved it while the water's low, pull it out of there, but I guess they really don't care. I guess that's for like the scuba divers or whatever. So right now I got just 2 cat rods out. Um, yeah, fires are going to be terrible. We got some good rain, so we'll get some good growth, which is going to suck come like September, October. But nothing we can do about it. All we can do is fish and wait for hunting season. Really? That's just ridiculous. You guys see this bullshit freaking thing that Oregon's PETA people are trying to get on the ballot up there? They want to ban hunting and fishing. If you guys are in Oregon, look it up. It's IP 28. Um, what they're trying to do is regulate um, hunting and fishing and consider it animal cruelty. So even like raising your own chickens and cows and all that would be illegal. Basically, killing any animal in Oregon would become illegal under this ballot initiative if they get it on the ballot. Which these freaking idiot tree hugger animal rights people don't realize it, but by banning hunting and fishing, you're going to kill the wildlife population slowly. Hey, Anthony, welcome in. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of farming, they're trying to get rid of hunting, fishing, pest control. Basically, any animal, it would be illegal to kill them. So, all that's going to do is create an overpopulation for a minute of wildlife, which is then going to kill all of the well, it won't kill all the food sources, but they'll deplete their food sources, and eventually they're going to die of starvation. Any disease that spreads through a herd is going to spread even worse. It's just going to be basically these tree huggers are basically thinking that by making it illegal to kill an animal, it's going to help the animals. But what they don't realize is they're killing them even more slowly, and in a more torturous way. They're going to starve them to death. They're going to have all kinds of, um, winter loss, frozen and, winter kills. So, and yeah, hopefully it won't pass, but, Lauren's right. They almost have the signatures to get it onto the ballot. It's going to increase disease. It's going to do all kinds of things. Now, here's the thing, though. If it does make it onto the ballot, and for some stupid freaking reason the morons vote for it, it's going to get overturned in the Supreme Court right away. It is the exact opposite of animal conservation. What it's going to do is it's going to destroy the population slowly. You fish better in Russia? Well, I haven't fished in Russia, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't care where you're at. I think if you're fishing, you're doing, you're doing it. So that's all that matters. Doesn't matter if you're in Russia, if you're in America, if you're in freaking Thailand. I don't care where you are. If you're fishing, then you're fishing. So explain that. How do you handle the fish and preserve the environment better? Hey, Chevy, welcome in. He may be a troll, but let's see what he has to say. Let's see what he has to say. I was just watching a thing this morning on. Hey, Real, welcome in. I was watching a thing this morning. I don't know if you guys watch him or not, but Intuitive Angling, pretty good channel, pretty good website channel. He's talking about how they just kind of screwed over Table Rock Lake by redoing the slot limits on the spotted bass. And what that's going to do in the end is basically cull out a bunch of the bass that aren't big enough yet to breed. Yeah, we have rod limits and hook limits here too. So I think pretty much everywhere does. I'm limited to 2 rods here. Unless I'm out in the ocean, then I could have unlimited, unless I'm rock fishing. If you're rock fishing, it's 1 rod, 2 hooks. But I'm not rock fishing, so. You got 100 hook limit there. Wait, where are you, Zyro? You're in Florida, right? Or am I wrong on that? Am I totally fucking wrong on that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. That's what I thought. I was watching the other night. You were fucking slaying them. It was like every other cast you were getting a fish. Off the bridge. Tweed, don't be in here fucking talking shit, bro. Don't pull that in my channel. I don't care what you guys say to each other as long as it's respectful and in good, clean fun. But when you start to try to disrespect people in my channel, that's when you get kicked out. Hey, Falcon, welcome in. Welcome in, guys. So far we've been here for probably about 30 minutes, and a little over 30 minutes. No bites, no nothing. But I'm just gonna let these baits soak because it's been so freaking cold and so wet and so rainy and windy and just nasty here. I actually drove down here the other day in the middle of the storm just to kind of look at the lake, and there was like 2-foot freaking wind waves in here. I mean, it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. So today's the first day in a week that it's been semi nice. Next week it's supposed to get up into the 70s. So the The water should warm up. The bass should start moving up, and hopefully the cats will start feeding up as well. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how it all goes. Hopefully, hopefully with the weather starting to turn and head towards that spring, we'll hey Brian, West Texas. I got family in West Texas. Hopefully things will start picking up here. I got the parts for the boat. Um, I had the hydraulic fluid for the trim. Got that. That showed up today at Mrs. SoCal's office. She'd ordered stuff on Amazon for work because they do this like little monthly. I don't know. I guess you call it like a morale builder thing. So they do a little thing, but she ordered a bunch of stuff for it and sent it to her office. And I hit, buy it now on Amazon, and it sent it to her office, which was the last address she had anything shipped to. So that'll be there that'll be at her office today. So whereabouts am I fishing? I will never, ever, ever, ever name this lake, but I'm in San Diego. Well, outside of San Diego. But until I catch the lake record bass, cat, carp, and crappie, I'm not saying a word about the name of this lake because as of when I checked in at the office here, there was 2 people fishing today. And the one guy, I think, has already left. So I'm the only person fishing this lake today. So hopefully it stays that way. I mean, this whole area that I'm at right now, let me kind of pan the camera around, but that little peninsula right there used to be underwater. I used to anchor up and fish those rocks and those trees. All of this was underwater in September. Oh, can somebody reset Nightbot for me? This little dirt patch over there. You see that tree? I don't know if you can see it. If I zoom in, that tree right there. Stop shaking, camera. You can see the white water line on that tree. There used to be a floating dock right there that you could fish off of. That right now is like 80 feet, 90 feet from the water. I mean, my Jeep is parked where I used to anchor up right where my Jeep is parked. So we need the rain to. Hey, Rod, thank you. Thank you, appreciate that. There we go. All right. Hey, Rod, did Arizona ever get a hold of you? Arizona Outdoors. I've helped them as much as I can, but man, he just hopefully gets it figured out. There we go. Undisclosed location. I like that. I like that. So, guys, we're gonna do another live stream from the Jeep. Probably not this weekend. Maybe next. We're gonna go down to Brigo Springs, and we're gonna go through all of the sculptures that are down there. There's like 160 something big old metal sculptures. Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate that. I was kind of getting to the point where I really couldn't help much. Hey, Gigi, welcome in. Yeah, so probably not this week. Mrs. SoCal works tomorrow. She has Sunday off. Monday, I got to be at the house to help the dude fix my fence. Well, his fence. Um, Possibly Tuesday, we'll be back out here fishing with Mrs. SoCal. And then maybe next weekend, we're going to go down through Borrego Springs and check out the all the sculptures. No, so the shifter, the shift cable on the boat wore out, so it won't go into reverse. So I got a new cable. It's just a matter of getting off my fat ass to put it on. Oh, dude, if you if you get Rodbot working, I will be the first person to freaking get rid of Nightbot and use Rodbot. Well, the second, because you're going to be the first, but you know what I mean. If you need a beta tester, let me know. I will gladly beta test it. Ah, come on, fishes. I want to, kind of want to throw some bass stuff. I'm thinking a nice little jig. I love jig fishing for bass. Absolutely love it. I think the jig and the big giant swim baits are probably my favorite things to throw for bass. The only reason I'm catfishing right now is because it's easier to keep up with chat while you're catfishing than it is while you're bass fishing. But I may do a little bass fishing here. We'll see how it goes. It's warming up a little bit, so. But it's kind of. I was hoping it'd be a little more, overcast. But the rattle trap, that chrome and blue, the chrome and black, and the chrome and blue, freaking slay them. I mean, I like topwater, but topwater it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but I like looking for those big girls. What lake is that? This is called Lake I'll Never Tell. It's my home lake, and until I catch the lake records, I'm not naming the lake. But hopefully we'll get one of those records the next week or so. I mean, topwater. Don't get me wrong. I'll throw topwater all day long, but I like throwing those big 10-inch swim baits. Lake Wisdom, right? I don't know. I like throwing things that most people don't throw. So if it was not as weedy right here, I'd be throwing the Huddleston. But I don't want to lose a $60 Huddleston to the weeds here. I didn't bring my big swim bait rod either. So, what lake record are you going for? I'm going for the bass, which is currently stands at 19.3 pounds. Catfish, which stands at only 12.5 pounds. Carp, which is 13.2, and crappie, which is 2 pounds even. So I want all four in no particular order. I could care less what order they come in, but I just want them. All right, it's been 25, 30 minutes that these baits have been soaking. I'm thinking it may be time to move them. I mean, I know that's moving them too quick for catfish, but usually here, if you don't get bit in 30 minutes or less, it's time to move. So I think what I might do, what I might try is moving one of these rods over to the other side here to where I can get a different little angle on the cast. Cover more of this cove that way as well. So I'll move the big dog first. This is actually a pretty sandy bottom over here. Actually, you know what I might do? I might just cast it from a pretty extreme angle. I'll cast it from an extreme angle. That's not quite where I wanted it, but oh well. All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kind of rearrange a little bit. We'll leave that one sitting right there for a minute and I'll move the rod holders. Oh, that was in there good. Let me move this one. All right. All right, next to that little tree. Okay. I like how these rod holders work. I can peg them in and then just turn the actual base of the rod holder to where I want it, with the way I want it pointed. All right, that's nice and tight. Let me get this one over here. I kind of want to recast this one because I want it not quite where it's at. I may be screwing myself by doing this, but it's worth a shot, right? There we go. There we go. All right. So now is. All right, now we should be. We got one bait out there and one bait over there. So hopefully they call in some cats. All right. Hopefully. We'll see, though. You never know. They might be that still. They might still be that day that they're not biting or doing anything. They're still trying to get over the fatigue from fighting the weather lately. But by doing what I just did, I can kind of move everything. And now I got a seat on a rock. Hey, fat cat, welcome in. All right. Texas record, let's see. £2 crappie. I've seen bigger. Well, not personally, but like, record wise. But we'll see. I didn't, I never decided to try to crappie fish until Crappie Man decided to send me a bunch of crappie baits, and I decided I got to use them. I have to use them. So I figured, why not go for the record, right? Gives me an incentive to use all the Crappie Man baits that I have. So guys, just a reminder, we're still doing the reel giveaway this month. The biggest super chat of the month wins the saltwater reel. It's a nice open face. Basically, you can use it for a cat or whatever, but nice open face reel. Right now, Dog Tags is leading the pack with 50 on the super chat, and all super chats in February go to the little league. So, just as a reminder, guys, no pressure, but we do still have that going. So, pretty much, Jeff, anywhere that's got panfish, you should be able to find crappie. What you can do, what I would recommend, would be Google up the lake records near you, and that'll tell you what the record is for each fish in each lake around you. They should all be public information. Just go to your local state fish and game website, and it should have a breakdown somewhere. If it's anything like California's fish and game website, it's a pain in the ass to navigate, but you should be able to find all your records and stuff. I know for a fact that, like, when Want to See My Rod is live, if you type in, record whatever species, it'll bring up through Nightbot. It'll bring up one of the records for the state, for Montana, whatever fish it is. Hey, Kenneth. Yeah, I remember when I saw you guys over there. Oh, you live in Huntington. Okay, so there's crappie all over the lakes up there. Castaic. If you're willing to make the drive out to DVL, don't waste your time. I've made that drive up to DVL twice, and it's a shit show. If you're not in the cool kids club there, then they treat you like shit. Their rental boats are outrageously expensive. half price on Wednesday, but it's still $120 on Wednesday. Um, and I've never caught anything out of DVL. But there's Santa Ana River Lakes, I think it's called. I know that Junior Buds and Orp fish that quite a bit. I'm not sure if they have crappie or not, but you should find all the lakes up in LA. You should be able to find them real easy. Real easy. I know if you Google lake records around you, just type in whatever the name of the lake you want to check out. I'm not familiar with all the lakes up there in Huntington and LA and all that, but if you Google it, it'll tell you. You've only been in the harbor with the kayak? Yeah. I'll tell you what. Are you talking about Long Beach or Huntington? I know there was guys kayaking a couple years ago, catching tuna in the harbor at Huntington or at Long Beach. But I'll tell you what, if you take that kayak from the salt to the fresh, it's going to be a world of difference, man. It's so much smoother, so much less sketchy. 80s to the 40s. That just sucks, man. Like when it goes that freaking extremes. We're supposed to be up into the 70s next week. Like high 70s. Hopefully it stays up in the high 70s for the foreseeable future, because I need this lake to warm up. I need this water to come up and get these fish back to their old stomping grounds. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it'll definitely warm up. I just want it to warm up sooner rather than later. I just don't think there's any fish over in this little section right here. And dude's Prius is still over where he was, so he's still fishing over there. I want to go fish that other point by the boat ramp, but there's no point in it when there's already people over there. Hey, Danny, welcome in. Haven't seen you for a while, man. How you been? Hey, look, guys, we got a troll. John Jones is back. His mom must be working the truck stop lot again. Going waiting. No, John, the only thing illegal in California is the amount of loads that your mom swallows at the truck stops. This is getting ridiculous. Like, this should be, the wind's blowing right into this cove, so you would think it would blow bait and stuff in here. I'm watching this little foam on top of the water getting blown into the rock pile over there, so we know where the wind's blowing, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of deep right here, like in the middle of this little pocket. I think it kind of gets a little deep, but I just don't think that the way the weather's been lately, I don't think the fish want to come out and play. They're still in like panic mode from all the freaking weather they were dealing with. I mean, to have 2-foot wind waves on this lake was insane. That was just absolutely insane. John Jones is nothing close to a legend. He's just a wannabe little troll in his mom's basement. And the sad part is he's not even a good troll. Like, at least, if you're gonna troll, at least like have something funny to say. But he's just he's just a wannabe little troll. We can't blame him. We can't blame him. I mean, when your mom's a lot lizard and you're, home alone 22 hours a day, what else are you going to do except troll people on the internet? It just proves they don't have any friends or family that care about them. But everybody in here that doesn't know the rules, trolls are open season, man. If you see a troll in the channel, I don't care what you say to them. There is no rules what you can and can't say to the trolls. Things that would get you banned from other channels are encouraged here. Trolls have zero safe space here. Zero safe space. Welcome to the Thunderdome, baby. See, guys, our goal with trolls is that by the time they actually leave this channel, they need therapy. We want them to have to go seek freaking mental therapy by the time we're done with them. Poor little Diego, he lasted a good hour and a half the one night, and I'm pretty sure that after that, he definitely had to go talk to his school counselor to get some freaking mental help. That kid took a beating that night. But that's what we live for, right? If you can't whack a troll, then what's the point? Come on, fishes. Hey, Real, did you ever get the truck taken care of? It's been what, like 20 days, so I'm sure you have. But you said it like vapor locked or something, didn't it? We finally got our Jeep Diego memories, right? He was one of the trolls that started it all. We finally got our Jeep back up on the road after a year. It was a year that the Jeep was down and out. Yep, no more problems. Beautiful. Beautiful. My buddy has a 90, 98 or 99 F350 that he wants to sell. And I'm kind of debating on it. It's the old style, the old square body. I'm not sure what motor's in it though. I know it's a diesel, but I'm not sure which diesel. I kind of want something bigger. I got my F-150 that pulls the boat, but I want something bigger. Something bigger for a bigger boat. That's not what he said. That's exactly what he said. I'm surprised that duck didn't kick my line. Ah, a little coot. I heard people shoot those and eat them. I don't know if they're. I've never ate one, but they're freaking everywhere. You guys ever shoot the coots? Yeah, it might be the 7.3. I'm not sure. I haven't even seen the truck. Um, but what I would do is if the motor's good, um, I mean, it's got 200,000 on it, but it's a diesel, so that's like nothing. But I'd go through it and try to see what's up. Your Cummins is getting, yeah. I had a buddy that he's a manager of a Dodge dealership, general manager, and he was saying that those Cummins, man, the freaking motors they were putting in the Ram for a while, um, they were freaking bulletproof. He's like, 500,000 miles, it's just starting to get broken in. Oh, more problems, more problems. Okay, never mind. I read that wrong. You're saying you actually had more problems. The alternator went out. 292 on the truck. My F-150's got like 230 something on it, and it's only a V6. It's a little gutless 4.2 V6. I mean, at least the alternator's easy to get to, and it's only what 2 bolts. So, but it's the belt that's a pain in the ass. You just get a ratchet and a freaking long ass freaking cheater bar and move that idler pulley out of the way, and it should be easy. The Z71. I want the Sierra. I had an old Sierra, old 2500, and I loved that truck, but that thing got freaking wiped out by a drunk driver. Damn near folded the bed and the cab in half. And the sad part was it was parked when it happened. But I want the Sierra 3500. But the way I want it, I want the Denali with like every last freaking option there is: heated seats, massaging seats, the heated wheel, the freaking all of it. I want it like fully, completely every option there is. That's $130,000 truck by the time you're done paying it off. The Ford fucking Ranger. I would buy a Ford Ranger right now if I could find like a late '80s, early '90s Ford Ranger extra cab. I would buy one freaking right then and there. But people know what they got now. A lot of guys out here are buying the Ranger and turning it into a desert truck. My neighbor down the road has a beautiful Ford Ranger. Thing looks like it just came off the showroom floor yesterday. The only problem with the Ranger, um, the single cab long bed Ranger is so light in the ass end, it gets sketchy to drive in weather and off road. You get on like a fire road type of a situation, and that ass end wants to pass up the front like crazy. I had a bar in the back of my Ranger, um, right behind the wheels. That I had an extra 200 pounds of weight in the back of that truck, and I would put it in and take it out as the weather dictated. But like if it was raining or whatever, I'd put an extra 200 pounds of weight in the back of that truck, and I'll tell you what, it made a world of difference. But that little Ranger was just so light. The Sierra's the SLT. Yeah, that's what I had was the SLT. I want that Denali though, just because the older I get, the more comfort I want. Like when we first bought the Jeep, the wife was insistent on the heated seats, and I was like, that's just a waste of time and money. I'll tell you what, I'll never buy a vehicle without heated seats again. It's so nice. Come out of the deer woods, freezing, and you turn on the heated seats. It's so nice. Or your back kind of hurts a little bit. Turn on that heated seat. I just saw a fish boil up by the rock over there. That rock right there. There's a fish just boiled up by it. Yeah, quarter load of gravel. Yeah, you have to with the Ranger. You have to carry some weight. The ass end of that Ranger is just way too light. I don't think I have anything I can cast all the way out to that rock that's not like a 3 ounce weight. Well, there's something sitting out in that little brush pile off to the side of that rock. I'm pretty sure it might be a bass. Probably a carp. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know if I want to remove my bait or not. Really want to get out to that rock. That rock's going to hold whatever heat. Right? The remote start, and I have the AC cranked down to like low in the summer. I'll remote start that shit when I'm walking out of the store, and by the time I get to the freaking Jeep, it's nice and cool. Man, I'm tempted to throw on a little more weight and get one of these rods out there towards that rock. I got my medium and my medium heavy rod. How would you go trolling that lake? Um, you'd probably lose every piece of gear you tried to troll, just because all the snags and rock piles, and there is so much structure in this lake. Yeah, the half tons. That's what I need, a 1 ton, because the boat that I want to upgrade to, I'm not going to be able to pull it with my truck. So I got to get something bigger. I want an ocean boat. But yeah, this lake is Snag City. I mean, look at the trees right here. And then all the rock piles. I'll show you the water line on the rock pile right behind me. You know, so that tells you this is Snag City in this lake. You see, it's hard to see, but if I zoom in all the way in, see those brush piles right there? Those brush piles right there are the same as these. And they're everywhere through this lake. Well, there's just so many hidden rock piles through here. That's one of the reasons I'm not throwing my Huddlestons today. Yeah, that's where the crappie are, is all over those. But I can't get to most of them without the boat. So it's not even worth trying for them without the boat. Just tow with steel cable and treble hooks. Yeah, right. Oh, troll. Yeah, then I get snagged on something that snapped my rod in half. I need to go down there to the other point down there and see if I can snag my other rod out of the water. Hey, hey, Ferg, welcome in. Man, like, hey, Mr. Moppin, welcome in. Yeah, but then I'd have to put downriggers on the boat. And I don't want to spend more money on my boat. I've already spent enough on stuff. I need to get off my butt and go put that shift cable in. Now the magnet fishing won't work for that rod. It's aluminum reel and carbon fiber rod. There's nothing magnetic on it. Except maybe my jig. I don't think that's magnetic. Come on, fishes, little bitches. Guys, we got 8 days left to hit the goal for the kids for the month, for the Little League. We're close. We're just not there yet. All right, I'm going to recast this rod and see if I can get it out a little more to the left of where I was. Oh, I'm going to snag up. Damn it. There it is. All right. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly where I wanted that. Heck yeah. I love it when a cast goes the way you want it to go and lands where you're hoping it'll land. All right, come on. Come on, fishes. You little bitches. All right. Got my little rock that I can sit on over here. All right. I need rods that are like bright white or something that you can see in camera. I mean, you can see these, but hey, Northern, welcome in. You can see these, but I'd like to have them a little more visible. Oh, there you go. You're just gonna hoist it up. Yeah, there's nowhere you can. It sucks to work on the boat trailer. You got to have the boat off the trailer, and it's a pain in the ass to get the boat off the trailer without a lake or a pond or something to put it in. I need to redo the bunks on my trailer, but that means I got to launch the boat somewhere, dock it up, and then redo the bunks. Maybe next time I come out with the boat, I'll just throw the. I got the bunks ready to put in. I just got to have the boat off the trailer. So maybe I'll do that next time I come out. Yeah, it might be easier, but then again, if you have issues, you know, if you have issues getting the boat up or the the rollers on or whatever, something goes wrong. At least doing it in the garage, the boat's at home. And if shit happens, you don't got to worry about trying to get it out of the pond or the lake or whatever. Now, I'm sure if I went and talked to the people here, they'd let me dock my boat up at the boat ramp here for a couple days, um, if need be, but I don't want to have to go to that level. Because there is open slips in the rental dock, so. Come on, fish. Bite the freaking bait already. Been here an hour, I haven't caught nothing. I almost wonder if I should go to the other side of this little point. But this little cove over here doesn't get fished a lot. I'm kind of wondering if there's even catfish in it. I know they're in the other cove off to my left, but it's a pain in the butt to move everything. I gotta move the Starlink. I gotta freaking move all my rods, carry everything over there. It's a pain in the butt. So to get a certified record, you got to get a hold of Fish and Game, and you got to have it weighed on a certified scale. So not all lakes have an actual certified scale. So a lot of times you'll have to take it off location, and try to keep it alive while you get to the scales. Now for the lake record, now that's like state and world records. Lake records, most of them don't have to be used, like a certified scale. Most lakes have a scale, like their official scale. So, and I carry a scale with me just in case, if I think I'm close, I can weigh it before I go weigh it, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to get over there and be like a pound under. So we'll be recording that whole process here soon. Because once I get that lake record, it's definitely getting weighed and all that on camera. And then with like saltwater fish, you can go to like all the Long Beach and Huntington and all them have the boat clubs and the fishing clubs and the marlin club and all that. And they'll have their scales that you can use as well. They're certified. I gotta catch a fish first before I can weigh it. I haven't got nothing today. I do not want to go home skunked. I'll tell you that. It's just so freaking. It's been so weathery that I think the fish are really hunkered down. But who knows? I might just be in the wrong spot. The water's definitely clearing up, though. I thought it would be a lot murkier with the rains and stuff, but it's actually cleared up a little bit. Yep, I am. I am using dog tags bait. And so far, every time I've thrown it, I've got a fish. Just not so far today. Which kind of sucks. Yeah, exactly, Rod. You got to have the weight, the length, the weight, the girth, the whole 9 yards. Now that's generally for a state record. Lake records can differ. I know, for example, like Santee Lakes. It's a little campground in the middle of the city here. They got 7 little ponds. They call them lakes. They're not lakes. They're like 5 acre ponds. Um, but if you get a record there, you just weigh it right there at their little. Um, they have a little rental dock that has like paddle boats and stuff in one of the lakes, and you got to weigh it on their scale there. Yeah. So a lot of states, if it's a state or a world record, you got to have Fish and Wildlife verify it. That's a lot of bullshit to get it done, but the thing is, if you get a world record or a state record, you're gonna have a bunch of fishing companies come knocking down your door wanting to, you know what you're using and be able to claim that the record was caught on their product. So, if I catch that lake record bass, I caught it on my Berkeley lightning rod with my Daiwa Crossfire reel in my Jeep that I drove. I had to stop and get my coffee, and that McDonald's freaking breakfast jack was clutch. And I want to thank BVDs for having the underwear that I wore today, and Fruit of the Loom, and I want to thank Levi for my pants, and you know the whole 9 yards. I'm going freaking. I'm going straight up commercial on it if I get the state records. Yeah, most of the weighing process results in the death of the fish. You're absolutely right about that. And those are the ones you want spawning. Now, here, if I were to catch a lake record here, um, or even a state record, um, because we're so remote, Fish and Wildlife would actually come out and do all the stuff here at the lake. So they verify the scale at the lake, the whole 9 yards, and then make sure it's calibrated perfect. And we'll be able to keep the fish like on a stringer or whatever, keep it alive until the process is done. What state am I fishing with? Um, I'm fishing in the state of delusion. I keep hearing the little freaking golf cart thing for the Rangers. I'm waiting for him to come down here and see where I'm at. I mean, they all know me by first name. It's funny, I walked in this morning to the office because there's a campground associated with this place as well. Um, what bait am I fishing with? Oh, that's a secret cat bait that's Dog Tag's secret bait. I believe he calls it cow dog. But when I walk into the office here, they all know me by first name. Oh, you're in Maryland. Nice. Oh, is this that dude that's no? Yeah, it's funny. I walked in here the other day, last week, and there was a line like 10 people deep, all checking in for the campground. And one of the guys that works here saw me, and he's like, "Hey," he goes, "Are you launching the boat today?" And I said, "No." He goes, "All right." He's goes, "I'll come find you later." It's like, "Oh, cool, cool." So I didn't even have to wait in line. He knew who I was. He knew where to find me. Catching crawfish. I'd love to be able to use crawfish here for bait, but there's actually not even crawfish in this lake. You're not allowed to use any live bait in this lake whatsoever. Okay, I've been here 90 minutes and nothing. It might be time to make a move. Hey, Solo, welcome in. Good to see you. Striper? We don't have striper out here. Not in San Diego. I have to go to Arizona for those. Lake Havasu, which I'm hoping that maybe April, the first week of April, we might make a little Havasu trip. I'm trying to talk the wife into dragging the boat over there, throwing all the shit we need for the weekend in the boat, going and finding a cove to call home, set up the tent and all that for the weekend, and just have a little base camp. Yeah, East Coast, you guys got a bunch of different stuff than we have. Oh, come on, fish. Come on. There's just nothing happening over here. It very well be maybe time to make a move. That's a lot of freaking stuff, though. I mean, I could probably just drive over a little bit and pick a different spot. It really depends. Panfish don't have a legal size. Bass is 12 inch. I don't think catfish have a size. Um, it really depends. Really depends on the fish. I gotta catch one first to make it legal. Ain't nothing coming out to play today. Hey, Nightbot. Welcome in, Nightbot. Come on, fishes. You little bitches. Where are you? I'm just thinking this little section over here is not too productive. I've got bass over here, but that was when the water was up. I've actually caught bass right off of this rock that I'm sitting on. But the water is definitely coming up with the rains. So that could be a good thing. It's got to come up a lot, though. A lot. It's got to come up a good 22 feet. So I don't think that's going to happen from 1 week's worth of rain. It's going to be a couple years before this lake's back to where it was. And even where it was before they dropped it down wasn't full capacity. So we actually need about 35 feet of water in this lake to bring it to where it needs to be. I just can't believe I'm not getting bit. I think I'm tempted to move this right rod again. I think I'm gonna. Might as well, right? Nothing's doing so far, so. This thing's got a big old fat chunk of bait on it too. All right, that should be out there in the deeper water. I just don't know what's going on today. Let that settle a bit, and then I'll tighten it up. Ouch. There you go. Hopefully something wants to come out and play. I'm really hoping. Hey, Rude, welcome in. Really hoping something comes out and bites. It's been an hour and a half and nothing. But it's all good. We're fishing. That's all that matters. That's all that freaking matters today. It's been so freaking stormy the last week. I haven't been able to get out. So hey, it's Alno. Welcome in. Oklahoma. Home of the fastest streetcars in the nation. Yeah, it's a cool spot. I'd prefer to be on the boat, but I gotta fix the boat. I just saw a fish come out of the water over there. I think it was a carp. I didn't bring any carp baits. I have a donut, but I'm not going to use my maple bar for a carp bait. Although it might work. Yeah, it's nice out here. It's peaceful by the water. I just wish there was more fish wanting to come out and play. Starting to cloud up though, so that might help a little bit. The wind's kicking up a little bit though. Okay, the wind's kicking off a lot of it. I'll just be happy to catch something today. The way it's been the last week, I didn't expect much today, but hopefully something wants to come out and play. Hopefully. That left rod's bending a little bit, but I think that's just current. It's a gradual bend. It's not that slap of a fish. Come on, fishes. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. No, I catch and release. I don't eat fish, so there's no reason for me to keep them. No reason to keep them if you're not going to eat them. I do keep some of the saltwater fish, the halibut and the mahi, some of the tuna, but wow, super chat, freaking Nightbot's going crazy today. Come on, fish. What do you guys think? Should I move spots? Should I move to the other side of this point? I want to go over to my other spot, but there's somebody in it. There's two people fishing this lake, and the dude's in the one spot that I wanted to fish. And it's only 1 o'clock, so I got a few hours before they kick me out of here. We could move to another spot and still have time. Yeah, I only have one type of bait with me for the cat. Everything else I have is trout and bass. Maybe, let's see. Maybe I should move over a little bit. Hey, welcome in from Russia. Man. I think I'm going to move. I think I'm going to make a little move. Not far, but, just to the other side over here. Because nothing's happening here, so I think it's time. All right, let me go get things to where I can move around a little bit. I got to move the Starlink into the Jeep and that kind of stuff real quick. And it's not like I'm going that far, but I just can't drag the Starlink out. And oh, I almost pulled the Starlink off the top of the Jeep. All right. I'm moving Starlink, guys, so the stream might get weird for a minute. I'm putting it in the windshield with the Jeep. All right. Ooh. Okay. So let me reel these in. I'm running low on bait too, so but I'm not gonna freaking put this stuff in the car. All right. Nasty. This stuff is gross. Watch, I throw that bait out there and a friggin' big old fish comes up and rails it. Oh, get off there. There we go. Ooh. Okay. This one's probably caught up in the trees out there. Nope. Yep. There it goes. So many snags in this lake. Did I break off? Broke my leader. Oh, no, I didn't. Lost my bait, though. That's all right, because I was going to take it off anyway. All right, let me go throw all this in the back of the Jeep real quick. And then I'll come back for the camera last. All right. All right. Hey, Duke City, welcome in. All right. I'm going to pull the camera out of here real quick. Hopefully without dropping it. There we go. We're not going to move that far. we're just going a few feet to the other side of this little cove thing that I'm in. All right. All right. So, back up over here. Actually, no, I should pull in straight. So, nah, I'm fine. I want to see if I can keep the Starlink in the Jeep. All right. Let's go over here and see what we got going. Do donuts. Yeah, they'd kick me out of here with that shit. So, see, the problem right here is all the trees. It's hard to get a cast. I can go out that way. Let's do that. Let's go out there. What we'll do is we'll just grab the tripod. Come on, tripod. All right, I'm gonna put the camera back in the tripod. Hey, Terry, welcome to the channel. Hey, right on, real. Have a good one, man. So we'll grab this and this. Whoops. I don't know if I'm going to be able to carry all this out at once. This and this. All right, let me go. No, I can carry it all, I think. I think I can carry it all. Might as well grab a pair of pliers with me just in case. Just in case I got to take a hook out of a fish, right? All right. God, this bait freaking stinks. Let's walk out here. See, I was just right over there. So as the crow flies, I've only moved 100 feet, but 100 feet could be a huge difference. All right. Oh, freaking tripod falling apart. I need to get a new tripod. There we go. There we go. All right, let me get baited up and cast it out. Wow, the water's really cleared up. All right. I gotta go to the store and buy more freaking stuff to make more bait. Oh, is this my last chunk? Oh, I got 2 chunks left. So I got to go sparingly with it. All right. I did not realize I was that low on this stuff. The water feels a little warmer than it's been. Not a lot, but a little. All right, we'll get that one out there. We'll let it settle. And then I'll tighten it up. I'll come move the camera here in a second. All right. Oh, good thing I brought my pliers. This hook's a little bent. There it is. All right. Get this one out here, and then I'll move the camera. I'm going to cast this one over this one. All right, that should be tight. Get this one tight. There we go. And we're catfishing. All right. All right, guys, we're fishing. Now let's bring the camera down here a little more so we can actually see what's going on. There we go. There we go. All right. God, I freaked. Hey, you just looked in the mirror, dog tags? Is that the first time? My question is, when you saw that image in the mirror, did you say, what the hell was my wife thinking when she said yes? All right, all right, all right. Dog tags is here, guys. Might as well have fun doing donuts. Yeah, but I don't want to get kicked out of the lake. That's why I have all the land in my backyard. I can go do donuts back there. Dog tags, your bait's not catching any fish for me today. But I just moved to another spot, so we'll see if it works over here. I don't know if adding that other ingredient that I told you about has made any difference whatsoever. I don't know if it did or not. Guys, Dog Tags is still in the lead for the freaking reel this month. I'm going to drop the camera down so I can sit and still see what's going on. Oh, come on. I need a new tripod. This thing's just falling apart on me everywhere. All right, there we go. This thing's such a hunk of junk. For 70 bucks or 60 bucks or whatever it was, you would think you'd get a decent product, but apparently not. Dog, did you get my text earlier? Letting you know I was going live? I sent a group text to you and Josie, and I don't know if it actually sent out or not. Because I don't have any cell service here, so I don't know if it's sent. Come on, fishes. Come on, you little bitches. I just want one of you over 12 pounds. Closer to 15, so I can just shatter that record. I just don't know with the weather, the way it's been, if they're even trying to freaking come out and play. It's been raining, stormy, and windy, and cold. And it's just been bad all week. The temperature here, I don't know, I can see my breath. So cold. It's probably in the low 50s. But it's been, we got not far from here up on the mountaintops, we got like 4 inches of snow. But the water feels like it came up a couple of degrees. That may just be right here on the shallows where the sun's baking on it. You know, just this little bit of water, but who knows? I need to get the boat fixed so I can get it out here and get actual water temperatures. I need to go to the store and buy more freaking stuff to make more bait. Problem is, I can only find it in like half-pound freaking increments. I think next time I go, I'll just buy like 4 pounds, which would be like 8 containers of the stuff, but the main ingredient. The other stuff's easy to find. The main ingredient's hard to find here. But it is what it is. I'm going to, probably maybe tomorrow, I'll fix that shifter cable on the boat so we can get the boat back out. I got the hydraulic oil for the motor trim. I got the shifter cable. So we'll be out here in the boat in the next little while. That right rod's getting played with a little bit. There we go. There we go. There's a little cat trying to play with its food. It's definitely picking at it. I'm just going to let it sit. Oh, and there, as I back off, it freaking taps it again. Come on, whack it. Just absolutely whack it. It's playing with it. We all know these channel cats like to play with their food, so we'll just let it go until he takes it, until he commits to it. But they're out there. That's the first little hit we've had all day. Come on, bitches. You little bitches. Damn, my hands are cold. It's freezing out here. There's one other guy out here on the lake, and he's in my other spot. All right, they were picking at it, and now they're not. What the heck? I'm just gonna let them pick at it until they snag on that hook. I got one kind of straight out, and one's off to the left, like farther into the cove. And the one straight out, closer to the mouth of the cove, is the one that was getting messed with. Hey, Whitney, welcome in. Oh, there we go. That one just got whipped. Come on, fishes, little bastards. He's hitting it. He's playing with it. Am I about to get doubled up? Come on. Keep playing with it and keep eating it. Eat it. Eat the freaking bait. Oh. I got them both getting played with. This could get crazy, guys. We could get a double up here. We may get doubled up right here. They're both getting messed with. I'm going to be screwed if I get a double up. But it's like every time I come sit down over here, we get tapped. So, come on, double up. Where'd everybody go? We had a bunch of people in here a little bit ago. Everybody bailed out. Probably because I'm not getting fish. We're getting hit, though, for the first time all day. Both rods have got hit since we made the move over here. So hopefully over here is a good spot. Although I got the wind blowing right in my face now. It's freezing. Come on, fishes. Come on. We were getting messed with, now we're not. They know it's there. They know the bait's there. They're messing with it. So we'll see if one of them gets taken. Or both. Double up would be so cool right now. Probably not going to happen, though. Odds are it won't. mean, to get doubled up would be kind of insane. I'm halfway considering swapping one of these cat rods over for a bass rod and just really slow creeping a jig or something through there, or a Carolina rig or something. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come back for it. I keep getting hit. They're just not committing to it. I almost need to just grab the rod and have it in hand, but at the same point, I just want to let it do its thing until it folds. Come on, little catfish. Do your thing. They're out there chewing on the bait. We know they're chewing on it. So we just need them to swallow it. The one might have too big of a hook. I got a big old treble hook on the one. The other one I got a wide gap, just a smaller hook, but I'm out of octopus hooks. I got some on the way, but I really like the octopus hooks for this bait that I'm using. They tend to work pretty good. Come on, fish. Did chat freeze or something? No, everybody just quit talking. Where'd everybody go? Oh, that's getting whacked again. Fish on. He ain't that big, but he's there. All right. Come here, little guy. All right, little channel cat. Oh, hello to you too. He's over here talking to me. He's got like a parasite on us. Look at that on this. I don't know if you guys can see it. On his little fin right here, he's got like a leech. Let's see if we can get that off him. There it is. Got it off him. All right. All right, little guy. Let's get this hook out of your face. There we go. All right, one little channel cat. And we kept our bait. So let's get that back out there. All right, one channel cat. All right. Look at that. We made a move and we got a cat. We got a cat. Does anybody want to add that to the catch count for me? Or is there anybody even here? I don't think anybody's even here. All right. Oh, well. Where'd everybody go? Anybody with a wrench want to add that catch for me? Anyone? Anyone? Shows there's 4 people here. All right. Well, nobody's chatting, so. Well, guys, I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it and I'm going to start back up. See if we can get pushed back out to the algorithm.